Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Sashes&Scripts of Sashes&Scripts, and this episode we are going to be talking about the possibility that there will be a Veena versus Ahtisa showdown in the coming Miss Universe pageant later this November. So before we start, let us first compare the statistics between the two ladies. So with Veena, she started off as a competitor at Miss Universe Thailand way back the year 2017. And during that time, she was competing, I believe, against Maria Eren and Fasay, who later on became Miss Universe Thailand in 2017 and 2019. And then, since then, Veena has been able to compete at three different owners of the Miss Universe Thailand franchise. So Veena started with the old MUT organizer who held the franchise, I believe, from around 2010 until 2018. And then that was changed when TPN was able to acquire the franchise, and she competed in Miss Universe Thailand on two other separate occasions, of which she ended up as a runner-up to Amanda. As a runner-up later on to Antonia Porcel. And then this is essentially going to be her fourth competition, fourth try at the Miss Universe Thailand, where she is predominantly believed as the potential Miss Universe Thailand winner. So with Veena, her being a pageant veteran stems from her national pageants at Miss Universe Thailand at four different occasions. Now, in terms of the career trajectory in pageants of Ahtisa, she has the advantage of having been able to compete at Miss Universe Philippines twice. Once at Binibining, Pilipinas, and had two international competitions where she ended up as first runner-up in Miss International in 2018, and then a top 8 finish at Miss Cosmo International around last year. So in terms of the pageant experience, I believe that Ahtisa has the advantage when it comes to international exposure and international competitions. However, I cannot also deny the fact that Veena, being able to experience three different franchise owners of the Miss Universe Thailand pageant, she is exposed as well with three different kind of management of how the pageant is run. So that is an exceptional aspect to her pageant career as well. Lately, we have seen that Veena and Prawenich, through the Miss Universe Thailand organization, we've seen them that they have been in the Cannes Film Festival and had their presence at the red carpet or at the activities of the Cannes Film Festival in France earlier this week. So it means that in terms of machinery, Veena is able to have a machinery behind her that is not only able to fund her campaign but also create international buzz for her in terms of exposure. So in terms of height, Veena has the advantage, or rather is taller at 5'10", while Ahtisa is at around 5'8". Veena is older at 29 years old, while Ahtisa is at 27 years old. So in terms of the ability to perform on stage, both ladies are expected to be performer on stage. So there is a reason why there is a heavy expectation come Miss Universe pageant later on that these two will probably go head to head when it comes to the Asian contingent because they are the most popular girls that is being talked about in pageantry right now. Not to mention that they come from two of the biggest or currently the biggest pageant fandom in terms of pageantry, Thailand and the Philippines. However, we also have to consider that Veena still needs to win the Miss Universe Thailand crown before we can actually see a head-to-head between Ahtisa and Veena at the Miss Universe pageant. So there is no reason for the comparison to stand ground. Now, however, ever since that it was announced earlier in the month of April that there is a new ownership in terms of the Miss Universe Thailand franchise, people were expecting that there will be a push for a more commercial beauty in the likes of Ahtisa and in the likes of Veena, because the Miss Universe organization is in desperate need of commercial and a beauty that would attract sponsors and possible endorsements for the winner. And I believe that both ladies can create that opportunity for the Miss Universe organization to earn money from sponsorships or even talent management. Why do I say that? Because as we all know, Ahtisa is one of the most decorated special awardees during the Miss Universe Philippines pageant, where she won a lion's share of the special awards during the finals. On the other hand, we cannot also discount the fact that Veena can move merchandise, where in a live stream selling, she was able to move 3 million worth of 3 million baht rather worth of merchandise during the live selling. Essentially, that's around 5 point something million, a little over 5 million in terms of Philippine peso. So in terms of ability to move merchandise, in terms of ability, to get the sponsorship, both ladies are essentially great at it. So which means that later on, if we see them head to head at the Miss Universe pageant, it will be a win-win situation, especially for the Miss Universe organization, because people will be talking about the two biggest pageant fandom going head to head at a Miss Universe competition in Thailand later this year. Okay, now, was this a planned coincidence, or was it happenstance that it happened the way that it did? I think it's a little bit of both circumstances, and it was a little bit of fate or destiny having its hand on the situation. I believe that having a Philippines versus Thailand scenario later on at Miss Universe will be a great opportunity for the Miss Universe organization to market the pageant and put into the center of everything, the center of the entire competition, the rivalry between the Philippines and Thailand. We all know that there is a long-standing rivalry between those two countries when it comes to pageantry, and there is a need for the Philippines to continuously establish itself as a powerhouse of pageantry in the Miss Universe pageant. However, there is also a need for Miss Universe Thailand, or Thailand as a country as a whole, to be able to establish a win at Miss Universe and have their third Miss Universe winner, because it has been a long time coming that Thailand has always been a favored country to win even during the IMG era. So, where does it put the fans? I believe that the fans are going to rally between their favorites. Of course, Filipinos will rally with Ahtisa, and the Thai people will also rally with Veena. And I hope that there is a healthy competition between the two pageant fandoms, and that we don't have another variation or another reiteration of the chantic wars that we had with Indonesian pageant fans earlier in the mid to late 2010s. So what I mean here now is that I hope that moving forward, if there is a fandom war between the between the Philippines and the Thai pageant fans, it will be because of their passion for their representatives, or because of their belief that Ahtisa or Veena is worthy of the Miss Universe title, and that we are able to have a healthy competition without having to go hitting below the belt against each other. I am hopeful that at this point in time, we are a little bit more mature in terms of our pageant fandoms, because I believe and I am hopeful that we have learned from the chantic wars and the things that we shouldn't do and we should do in order to preserve the peace and the maturity of as pageant fans. Okay, so the question I believe here is more on who is willing, who among the two fandoms is willing to spend money on their respective representatives. Who is more willing to support on a financial basis their candidate? Because nowadays we all know that pageants has a little bit of segue into a more of a business-like entity, and we need to find ways to be able to support our pageants, the pageants that we love rather, and be able to support them on a financial way, on a way that helps them build their resources. So there will be, I expect that there will be voting involved. There will be opportunities for pageant fans to invest on their respective candidates, and this is where we really need to rally behind our candidate in order for us to create great opportunities for her to win the title. Because nowadays, I think we have to believe that in this economic atmosphere that we're all in, money talks. And when money talks, everybody listens. So we need to rally behind our candidate during the voting. And we need to rally behind the people or the ladies that we support, because it's going to be because this Miss Universe pageant, I believe it's going to be a search for the most commercial girl who is able to earn money, bring back money back into the organization. As a bonus, we have been able to discuss this between me, Adam Henato, and Mark Sobret Jahani in our previous live stream. And I hope that you watch snippets of that conversation in this video.
The question now is, do you feel that Ahtisa's win is a precursor that we might see an Ahtisa versus Veena Praveenar being set up by the Miss Universe organization as a siren call?
It is
for
what
fans
it
to
is.
come back.
I don't think that's not even a question of possibility. It is going to happen. In Thailand, similar scenario, Veena has been competing 3 times. I think it's like 4. Fourth. And sabi nga niya sa question niya kahapon sa Miss Universe Thailand with Pawitsula Juin, former Miss Universe Thailand, kung hindi siya manalo, she will continue what she wants to do in her life. But she believes that if she puts in all her hard work and effort into this, she will get it. For the first time, narinig ko pong mag-English si Veena Praveenar.
Ako din.
And that really shocked me. I'm not saying kabahan ka Ahtisa Manalo. Hindi yun ang punto dito. The point is, these are women who are fighting for various reasons. I think,
And Adam, do you think na tactical move yun ng Miss Universe to have these 2 ladies?
Because Miss Universe or Miss Universe Philippines?
Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Miss Universe, hindi ba si Miss Universe na design
No, pero they have influence on the selection. I mean, kahit sabihin mong hindi, are we
Impossible.
gonna make a fool of ourselves like nung Paula Sugar era na nangyari?
But do you think that
Kasi in this era of live selling,
uh
the test of marketability, they're looking for a face that could sell
A launch $1,000.
Hindi that could launch pati, 1,000 pati, sa binibenta ni Katiko, yung mga binibenta ni
Veena.
Yes. So malay mo nga, tawa ko nga si Ahtisa, mag-start na, tayo mga fans, mag-ipon-ipon na tayo ng pera para bumili ng mga ina-live sell nila.
Alam mo, dito yung masusubukan ang support at pagmamahal nyo.
Huwag mo na kayong bumuking, mga ano.
Dito nila susubukan kung gaano kagaling ang Filipino fans. If you truly are the best pageant fans in the world, are you willing to throw everything on the line just to bring Ahtisa Manalo?
Ito yung worry ko because time and time again, I've always observed this, that when it comes to spending money, pageant fans are a little bit ganon. Hindi ganon.
Gusto natin mag-ingay pero
Dapat si
ayaw
Ahtisa huwag na
mag-ingay.
di ba nung nasa Cosmos siya, lagi siya, guys, huwag nyo nang yung perang magsusupport nyo, yung extra mayroon nyo, huwag nyo nang ipantapon. And I think parang feeling ko hindi nakatulong yun sa kanya kasi parang if you're working for the organization, bakit mo naman i-discount? That's potential money for us, revenue, bakit?
Kasi mahal kasi niya yung fans niya
Pero ngayon kasi hindi ngayon, dapat all out tayo. Like, encourage,
Labas pera.
labas pera.
Labas
Kasi
pera ang pagmamahal.
Labas pera ang candidate, labas pera din ang mga
Ubusan
fans.
ng iyakan, ubusan ng data.
How much are we willing to pay for our 5th crown?
Oo,
yes.
Ambag tayo.
The Philippines
Yes.
Universe comes with a
Yes.
price.
Yes.
Dahil hindi lang si Ahtisa ang masisisi dito, tayo rin may ambag dito. Pinapakita na, alam mo to be fair sa mga Thai owners, talagang pinapakita na nila sa akin kung anong gusto nila mangyari sa mga quiz nila, pinagbebenta nila, pinagta-travel nila, kailangan yung appearance fee nila, kailangan may pera ka para.
Alam mo, kailangan natin mag-set up ng GCash, Paymaya, CIMB, C-Bank account, parang seed fund, pambayad ng Empire sa lahat ng galap ni Ahtisa Manalo.
Yung international strike ng mga accounts ilabas na.
Ano ang kinita ni Veena nung nag-live sell siya?
3 million ba?
Oh, how much is that?
That's like 4 or 5 million pesos.
Guys.
So, kinakailangan Filipino fans
Pakita natin kung we have the purchasing power.
Yes.
So that's it for now for this video episode. I hope that before we leave, you hit the thumbs up, you like our video content, and subscribe to our channel as we grow our channel here on YouTube. See you again in the next episode. Bye everyone.